Hello, this is Rhonda Ohlson from Woman Shine. Today I'm going to show you how to walk with a spring in your step so that you strengthen your bones for your whole life and have upright posture to walk forward in your life with confidence. And so to do this, I'm going to go down on the floor to start with. So I'm coming down on the floor and I'm going to put my feet up on the wall like this. So this is based on the Bones for Life program, and what we do is come down to the floor first of all to change our posture. So I've got my feet on the wall like I'm sitting in a chair, and all I'm going to do is just press my feet gently into the wall and feel as I do this how my lumbar spine flattens and my neck arches. So I move in a little wave movement. So like I'm kind of nodding my head saying yes. And then once I get that rhythm, I can go like this and then go kind of la. Then I'm going to put one foot down and do a walking movement. So lifting up one leg and feeling how my back flattens and putting it back on the wall. Lifting the other one, putting it back. And I'm walking in that wave pattern. Now I'm going to do another movement which I call the stick movement, where I press through my feet, have my thumb around the side of my jaw and the fingers around the other side. And so I hold my head in place, and this time as I press through, my head slides on the floor. And I move in a stick movement. So, like as if I'm saying, no, 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 no. And then I can walk this way as well. So I've got one foot coming up. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Or I could say, yes, 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 yes. And now you might be wondering what on earth we're doing this for if we're looking at how do we walk with a spring in our step. So I'm going to show you how we take this now into walking. So first of all, I'm going to roll to my side and come up to sitting and come up to standing. And so when we're walking with a spring in your step is walking so that when I take a step, I bend my knees and then I push through my feet. So, and when we walk like this with the wave movement and the axis movement, the stick movement, the wave and the stick, 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 then I strengthen my bones every step that I take. So now I have my friend Jan here, and Jan yesterday I taught a workshop at the Relaxation Centre, and Jan came along, and so hi Jan.
Hi.
Come and say hello. So Jan, do you want to say a little bit about what's happened, with your back and things, and just a little bit?
I have osteoporosis and a scoliosis.
Okay.
Is that
yes,
sufficient?
so that's enough. And she came along to the workshop yesterday to help improve her bones. And Jan is also a wonderful dancer, so she was I thought she'd be a great model to use because she understands about the body and about movement and this up and down kind of idea, because that happens in dancing all the time, just in waltzing and things, doesn't it? You go down and up. So I've done the movements on the floor, which I showed Jan yesterday. So I thought I'd just demonstrate with you on a chair. So if we get our little chair here, and if you'd like to sit sideways, Jan, on the chair. And so Jan now is sitting like we were, when I was on the floor, I had my feet on the wall. So we do that movement first to get the idea of that wave and the axis, and then we take it into sitting. So Jan, as she's sitting there, what I'm going to do is just put a little support behind her back here. So that fills in that gap where the lower back, where the lower back is. And so that your back can come, and so your bottom sort of comes in closer to the spine, and then then we do a little movement of pressing your feet into the wall, into the floor, pressing down into the floor, and feeling as you do that how your spine can lengthen. If I had my hand on Jan's head, as she pressed through into the floor, her spine would lengthen. You can see that her back presses back into the floor. By the way, this is a lovely little movement to do. If you have a sore back, just get a cushion behind your back like that, supporting you. Press your feet into the floor, and it will teach your back how to lengthen and strengthen. So in our spine, we have these natural curves, and what we're wanting to have is that there's less of a curve. As I take a step, my back rounds, and my lumbar spine curves back this way, just rounds that way, and my neck curves the opposite way. So it goes kind of like an S shape. And then when I take a step, what I want is that length to be happening in the spine, not to be walking like this. So this is a little movement to train your back to feel that support. Does that feel nice, Jan, with that behind your back there? Yeah, so it allows that to lengthen. Now the next thing we're going to look at is the neck itself. So Jan, I'll just get you to put your pointer finger behind, in the occiput area here behind your neck. That's where the skull meets the top of the neck. So your little fingers there, not your pointer finger, little fingers there, and your pointer fingers down on the base of your neck here. Pointer fingers down on the base of your neck, and your two middle fingers are in the middle there. And then just do a little movement of looking up to the ceiling with your head, and feel as you do that how your fingers come together. And then if you look down towards the floor, you can feel how your fingers come apart. So just do that a few times, just to feel how the neck curves and how the neck lengthens. Now, what we're wanting, when we press into the floor, we want our neck to lengthen rather than stay in the curve. People, get this posture like this, and they're walking along like this, and nothing moves up in here. And to get the strength in the skeleton and to improve your posture, you're wanting that when you press into the floor, that your neck stays long. And the secret of doing this is to feel what happens in the chest. So if you just look up to the ceiling again, can you feel as you look up to the ceiling that your chest moves down a little bit? Okay. And then as you bring your head down, and the chest is still down, and your fingers come apart because your neck lengthens then. So what we're wanting to do is find a way of lengthening, of coming up straight, and Jan does this easily, so to see how the chest moves like that as well. And then go back down again, feeling, and then just pressing through again and feeling how, and then you can also add that pressing through your feet as well. So you get this nice length happening through, and so that you could do a little movement like this where your neck, so you go down like that, let your chest round down, and then as you push through your feet, that happens. So this is a movement that actually happens in our neck, not as exaggerated as this, but this is what happens when we're walking. That it's like a pecking movement happens in the chest, and then the neck lengthens like this. Okay, now this time as you do that movement, just press through your feet as you come up, pushing through your feet, and then releasing and pressing through your feet, and releasing and pressing through your feet. So we've got now this connection between what's happening in the feet and how the neck lengthens, and that just helps to open out this whole area in the chest here, and to help this natural curve that we get in our back, and it gets more and more as we get older, how we can help that to stay or to lengthen, and so that we have more upright posture rather than posture like this. Okay, so now Jan, let's come take this into standing near a wall. So actually one thing I wanted to show you, it's a really nice thing to do for your lower back, is to have, if you just hold that there, and I'll find the little, is to just get a scarf and place it around you like this, and just tie it like that. And what that does, it gives a lovely support to this lumbar spine here. You can see it's like women in Africa carry the papooses, carry the things on their back just like this. And if you have a backpack, the best place to have it is in that curve of your back, so that when you take a step, so if you just bend your knees, bend your knees, and then straighten up. This is how you're walking with the spring in the step. You're bending your knees, and as you bend your knees, your back rounds, and as you straighten up, your back lengthens, so that movement's happening. And so if Jan has a little walk around the chair like that, you can see how she's got that nice support in her back. That will help her back to learn how to stay long. And okay, so we might leave that there, Jan, and come over to the wall here with your back to the wall to start with. And so the next thing we're going to do is just learn this idea of when we're walking, we want to have this spring in our step, which means the knees are meant to be springy. And so, a lot of people get problems with their knees because the knees stiffen. So let's just do a little movement of bending your knees and straightening your knees. And as you bend your knees, take a breath in, and as you push through, breathe out, and breathe in, and breathe out. So this is the idea. We don't exaggerate like that when we're walking, but this is the kind of the idea that we press down, we let go, our knees bend, and then we push through the feet to come up, and we go down and then come up. And now let's do a little movement of, instead of just bending both knees, bend the knees, but lift the heel of your right foot and push through. Then lift the heel of your left foot and push through. Lift the heel of your right foot and push through. Lift the heel of your left foot. And you can see as we do this, the back is rounding, the neck curves a little bit, and as you push through, the back straightens and the neck straightens. Pushing, so that's happening and that's happening, that's happening and that's happening. Okay. And now come around and face the wall with your hands on the wall. And this time let's do a little movement of, we do the same thing in this position, just bending your knees and straightening your knees, and bending your knees and straightening the knees, and then bending your knees and lifting up one heel like we did before, and straightening, pushing through into the floor, bending and straightening, pushing through, bending and straightening and bending and straightening. Okay, and now what we're going to do is take a step forward. So this time as you bend your knees, lift up one leg and take it forward, and keep it bent, keep your whole foot on the floor. So your whole foot's on the floor, then can come forward over that foot, like take your weight forward over that foot and then push through the foot to lengthen. Great. And then come back again and bring your foot back. And let's do the other one. So you're bending your knees and you're taking the foot forward with the knee bent, and then you're taking your whole weight of your body over the foot and then pushing through and lengthening. And that's the real secret of this idea. A lot of people, when I teach them to do this, they take the weight, they do this, but they put the foot straight forward like that, and then there's no leverage that happens to come onto that foot, and they don't know what to do with their weight. So, but this, if you keep your knees bent and take the foot forward, sort of like the Pink Panther, and you take the weight forward over your foot with your bent knees, and then push through. And that gives you, that stimulates your bones every step that you take. So I might just show you what I've worked out to do is to get people on a stair, but we don't have any stairs in this unit, so we're going to use the books. And so what we're going to do is pretend this is just a little step. So I'm here and I'm putting my foot, I'm bending my knees, putting my foot on the step, and then taking my weight forward until I feel the weight in my foot, and then pushing through, and then it's very easy. If I'm back here and I don't take the weight over my foot, I'm going to hoy myself and use the muscles unnecessarily, but if I take the weight over the foot and push through like that. Okay, Jan, let's have a go. And this was really easy for Jan yesterday because she's a dancer, and just taking the weight forward.
I do this almost daily.
Yes, yeah. And take the weight forward and up and push through. There. And then taking back and the other foot, taking the weight forward and up and push through. By the way, if you're a dancer and want to learn how to waltz, this is the thing you need to learn to do, because waltzing goes down, up, up, down, up, and so that's a needed thing. So that's a little thing that you can do, and you can practice yourself, just walking upstairs, how you take the weight over with each step, and that's a great way to strengthen your bones. So the bones actually need strength, but they need strength from an aligned spine, and they need vibration. The astronauts they've found that they're not done lifting really heavy weights that helps their bones. It's having vibration that helps their bones. So this way of learning to walk with a spring in your set sets up good vibrations in your body, so that you can your bones can stay strong and your spine can stay long, and you have good posture for all of your life. So Jan, if you'd like to just now take this into walking.
Oh, walking.
Yeah, just sort of.
Chair.
Oh, the chair. Okay, that's good. I've forgotten. Yeah, we're going to do this on. Yeah, feel that on the chair. Okay, so now you can come to the back of the chair, and bend your knees, and straighten your knees, and then bend your knees and let one foot go down and straighten, and just walking from one foot to the other on the spot. So you get bending there like that, and then the other one like that, and then the other one, but keeping back and forth rather than side to side, like. So you don't want to be doing this, which is a salsa dance. It's a directly back, directly forward, directly back, because that goes through your skeleton there. That's it. Good. Okay. Now come back a little bit further away from the chair, so you can take a step forward. Keep your hands on the once your hands on the chair, take a step forward with your foot, but not too far forward, because I want you to and then take the weight over the foot, and then push through the foot and come up. Okay. Good. And come back. And then the other foot, swap them around. This one, take your weight, take this leg forward and take the weight forward and come up. Okay, good. And now let's, like I sometimes tell people to get, if they've got a kitchen bench, to walk around, hang on just with a kitchen bench, but I think you'll be fine just walking. So we're going to take that now into walking. So it's down and take your foot forward and then push through and come up. And down and push through and come up. That's lovely. Down. Move through your bones and you move without pain. Move through your bones and you'll move without strain. Your muscles will be free to work in harmony when you move right through your bones. Move through your bones and you feel very light. Move through your bones and you won't be uptight. Your muscles will be free to work in harmony when you move right through your bones. Pum, pum. Then I'm going to show you one more thing. One thing that stimulates the bone is to do what I call bouncing on the heels. And so it's just simply going pom, pom. So you lift your heels a little bit, pom, pom, to the beat of your heart. Pom, pom, pom. Come over here, Jan. You can do it with me. Pom, 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 pom. Pum pum, pum pum, pum pum, pum pum, pum pum. So lifting your heels, and it's like to the beat of a heart. But if you did it with your hands, you could have pum 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 pum, pum pum, pum pum, pum pum, pum pum. Okay. So I'm wondering, Jan, if you could just show us a little bit about how we could translate this into the waltzing. If you just did take this off, yeah. Just a few little steps, so if could I have this dance? See how she's going down, up, up, down, up, up, down, up, up. Could I have this dance for the rest of my life? And see her lovely down, up, up movement.
And it's taking the weight.
Yes,
as
forward.
You're moving.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much, Jan. And so I hope that this has been helpful to you to learn how to walk with a spring in your step through your life and enjoy your life and have strong bones and upright posture. Thank you. This is Rhonda Ohlson signing off from Womanshine. If you'd like to know more, just visit my website, www.womanshine.com.au.